Now, a search for answers in Newark after 2 police officers were shot, and one of them died. Good evening at 11 o'clock. I'm Mike Marza.
And I'm Sade Veteran-Wall. We're hearing the shooter is just 14 years old.
Tell me, is it facts or opinions? You be the judge.
You'll have to decide. You'll have to decide. You'll have to decide.
Welcome to another Facts or Opinion where everybody's got a fact and everybody's got an opinion. Man, I got breaking news for y'all. Coming out of New Jersey, man, a 14-year-old right now is on the run. He ended up unaliving one police officer and another one is in critical condition. I'm going to say this again. He's 14 years old. A 14-year-old don't have no business even putting himself in a situation like that. But y'all check this video out and y'all tell me what y'all think.
The Fox News alert out of New Jersey. One police officer is dead and another is fighting for his life after a shootout in Newark. According to reports, multiple suspects are in custody. Joining us now to discuss is Joseph Imperatrice, the founder of Blue Lives Matter NYC. Joseph, I'm glad you're with us this morning. Take us into the latest of what you know and what you're seeing here.
Well, my heart goes out to the Newark Police Department. That's first off. These officers were there for some form of an investigation. A young individual did encounter them and opened fire. The officer that was struck and what I'm being told was killed was very well respected. A go-getter, went out every day dedicating his life to the city of Newark. The alleged gun that was recovered, I was with individuals last night that saw it. It looks like it could possibly be a ghost gun. But we have to understand in a situation like this, the investigation is ongoing and the officers want to be able to do this job right.
You know, it's just one of these very sober reminders of what every police officer across the country takes upon him or herself every single day that they go out on the front line. You look at what happened here, you lament it, but then you think about, okay, are we putting police officers in a position where they can do their job with confidence? How do you feel about that right now, Joseph?
We're putting police officers across this nation at a disadvantage. All right, our legislatures all over this country have done nothing but put roadblocks in the way of our cops. I just came back from Albany a week ago for bail reform. They have to wake up and start being proactive in regards to helping our police officers. They have to create deterrence. Number one goal is to protect the public, but without protecting our cops and putting them in harm's way and having officers like this individual with a life ahead of him that's dead, that's not going to be able to have life experiences, something's got to change. And going back to President Trump's speech, we wholeheartedly need to have that deterrent of having the death penalty for anybody that intentionally goes out and kills a police officer. You know,
it just strikes me, we're learning a lot of details here, but a shootout, fast food restaurant, is there anything about the circumstance to you that tells you that we just haven't made the progress we need to make in terms of how, you know, criminals, potential criminals are thinking about law enforcement and their ability to get away with things, the brazenness of what they do, Joseph?
Let's go a step further. The rumor is that 14-year-olds were responsible for this. What 14-year-old in their right mind is thinking about having an illegal firearm, let alone shooting at a police officer? Right there is something is wrong. And obviously, the laws and the rules on the books are not enough for someone to say, wow, I should not do this because I will throw my life away. If they think they can get away with killing a police officer, what do you think that individual is going to do to the average citizen?
Right. Sources say the suspected shooter, just 14 years old, he also was apparently shot in this incident. We're told that the shooter was with a group of people inside of a McDonald's and a White Castle just minutes before this apparent shootout with police. We're taking you down the block here towards Broadway where all of this action happened. You see the prosecutor's vehicle still here on scene. And as details come together on what led up to this deadly shooting of a Newark police officer, the Newark police force tonight is heartbroken. One after another, Newark police cars raced to the scene, trying desperately to rush 2 officers to the hospital. Both had just been shot. Those who live close by heard a barrage of bullets.
It was 10 shots, I want to say like the whole clip. Basically,
I just hear the gunshots and I thought it was fireworks because people are always doing their fireworks. Then I see a bunch of police come.
Police locked down this intersection in the area of Carteret Street and Broadway. The investigation appeared centered between a McDonald's and a White Castle. A backpack appeared to be part of the evidence. Police consoled each other at the scene.
There's no words to describe what happened. It shouldn't happen. People should feel safe to be out here, and for someone with a badge to die in the line of duty, it's a tragedy.
The Essex County Prosecutor's Office says 2 Newark police officers were shot at 6:37 this evening. Officers gathered at University Hospital. Sources tell Eyewitness News one of those officers died. Sources say the suspected shooter, just 14 years old, taken into custody along with multiple suspects. The shooting sending shockwaves through the community.
We only a few blocks from where major stuff be going on.
Governor Murphy releasing this statement that reads in part, "This is a rapidly developing situation. Please pray for these officers, their families, and all our men and women in uniform who put their lives on the line to keep us safe." Another live look right now at the active investigation that will span into the night. Sources say, again, the suspected 14-year-old shooter was also shot in this incident. His condition is unclear right now. It is not clear if all the suspects being sought in this incident are in custody, but again, we're told multiple people were taken into custody. Again, 1 Newark police officer killed tonight in this incident, another injured. The New York State PBA says it is heartbroken that one of their own was killed in the line of duty. They also say that other officer who was shot and injured is in critical condition.
So what do y'all think about this, man? This is crazy, man. Like our youth, we are losing our youth. You got to think if this, and listen, guys, it's about to get hot, summertime coming. If we're starting to do this right now, we got these youths that are doing this to little kids, police officers and things of that nature. What do you think is going to happen? You're going to be on heightened alert. You're going to be like a moving target, because that means it's going to corrupt the rest of the bunch, or it's going to give a perception that all these young kids is on that. And the fact that if you're willing to do that to a police officers, what you're telling us is you don't even have any respect for life. Because, man, let me tell you something. Y'all kids at 14, 15, 16, 17 that hadn't even had a life yet, what are y'all not thinking that y'all want a family? Y'all not thinking that you might want to have a girlfriend? Like, all that gets thrown out the window. What are you going to do then? You're going to have to conform to prison tactics and be programmed. Y'all, come on, man. We got to do this. Where's the parents at, man? Somebody had known this kid 14 years old. You pulling firearms?
Tell me, is it facts or opinions? You be the judge.
You'll have to decide. You'll have to